On today's episode of Hbreezy V.R.C, we watch our boy as he gathers a group of paranormal detectives in the hopes they can help him solve Case 00, the Cannibal Boy. We drop in as Breezy is about to put these capable few through a very difficult test. Will they be able to answer these challenging questions, or will they be eliminated right from the start? Tune in to find out.
I have brought you all here today because we have a very special guest, Tim, of course. And as you can see, Tim has his little detective hat, and he talked to me the other day. He said, Breezy, you know what we need to do? And I said, what, Tim? What is it that's so important that we all have to do together as a group? He said, go skydiving. And I told him that's crazy. And I said, how about we just start a paranormal detective agency? And he said, okay, that's good too. And that's what we're doing today. We're
I'm good. I would have taken the skydiving.
Wait, what?
Where to?
Oh no! Oh Jesus! I set all this up, and we could have just gone skydiving. Okay, well.
I don't know. I find detective work to be quite the extreme pastime.
Yeah. So yes, today we're gonna be playing a game called Case 00, Case of the Cannibal Boy, and it is a horror mystery, sort of a psychological kind of thing. But first, I have to test that you guys are ready to become detectives. So I've gathered a couple of questions, just 3, to kind of warm y'all up, get your brains going. These are very common detective questions. They're kind of given to FBI agents to assess whether or not they're ready for a job. They have to answer a series of these questions, and they're quite difficult, but, well, I say that, but I'm sure you guys are up to the task.
All right.
Yes,
Leave it to us.
All right. The first case starts off as so. Let me just get my notes out. Wait. You got the paper? Yeah,
Nice.
I kind of had it crumpled up in my pocket.
Breezy's coming prepared for once. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not just ad-libbing this and then just crumpling a paper in front of the mic to make it seem like I got it all together. All right. So the first mystery is there was a very well-known serial killer that would poison his victims. And the way he would go about this is he would sit them down in front of him and give them a choice. They would have to pick between 2 pills. One that is in front of the victim and one that is in front of him. He then says, whichever one you choose, I will take the other. And in every case, no matter what they chose, they would always die. How is this possible?
Because
And
the
he
serial
would-
killer was Morpheus.
He was more
I mean, they're both poison.
No. If they were both
Because
poisoned, he would die because he would take one.
I mean, the victim takes a pill, dies.
He takes
The
an antidote.
murderer doesn't need to take the pill, the other pill.
Oh, no, they take it at the same time. It's like,
At the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas, Tim?
Ooh.
He's looking it up. Tim, come on.
No.
It is a pretty easy search. If you did search it up, it would probably come up. No. Okay, so the way the killer did it was that he, instead of giving poison pills, he would poison the water that they would drink afterwards.
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh, my.
to swallow the pill. And that's how he did it. He would only poison their water. All right.
Wow, for some reason I was assuming that they do it dry. Huh.
Yeah. I could see the way you would think that, but
Raw dogging a pill.
talking about. Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I've had to raw dog a pill. Okay, question number 2. All right, let me take a look at my notes again. Oh, it's upside down. All right. Second case is a woman. This woman had invited her. Yes, I know. He's so shocked. Yes, I know, right? Blob says, I actually have a detective license. Oh my god, Blob, would you like to answer some of these questions? Go ahead. In the comments, you guys answer the questions too. All right, so the second case involves a woman. She invites her friend over to, I guess, socialize, but it was just a pretext. She has an apple. She then cuts the apple in two and gives one half to the woman. The woman then ends up dying. She was poisoned. How did she accomplish this without killing herself?
Witchcraft. Must be witchcraft.
Has to be.
It's true. That's actually it. It's always witchcraft.
What about the woman put the poison on one side of the knife?
That is correct, Tim. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
She,
Okay.
the woman.
I am a detective.
You are. That's why you have the hat. You have to earn the hat.
You only get the hat if you're a detective.
Yeah. I would like to give Shimo one because he looks as a rodent with a hat. That'd be pretty cute. But that is correct. They swabbed one side of the knife with poison, the side that they give to the victim. It's perfect. All right, this is the last and final question.
Which is?
No, I'm just grabbing stuff to crinkle in front of the mic. This is an ASMR channel. Okay, the last and final.
Suspense.
Exactly. Gotta build up that suspense. Shimo gets it. Okay, the last and final question. A detective walks up to a crime scene and finds a dead body. It seems the man had shot himself. Besides the man, aside from his brains, is a gun and a tape recorder. When the detective presses play on the tape recorder, it starts to play. And in the tape recorder, you hear the man say, I've had enough of this. Don't question. Okay, well, essentially, he just gives a reason for his suicide and why he did it. And then a gunshot is heard, and the tape ends. Although all the evidence is pointing to suicide, the detective, upon seeing all of the clues, realized something was off. What was that thing?
The tape shouldn't stop.
The tape shouldn't stop. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, the tape should keep going if he killed himself during it.
That is correct, yes. To further elaborate, the tape shouldn't even be wound up for it to be able to play the whole thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
I forgot how tapes work.
that's true. Wow, it's been so
been a
long.
while.
Yeah, I
It's
honestly
been-
don't blame you. Yeah, it's been way too long. So, yep, that's it, guys. And you both got it right. So y'all both get your detective hats.
I already have a hat.
Yeah, I see you wearing the thing. I don't actually have a
thing?
spare hat. I mean,
How dare you.
no. There we go. I give it to Shimo. He's got rodent ears already, so this seems a little bit redundant. You know, I'm taking it. All right.
If you were a rodent, would you not want to cosplay a Detective Pikachu?
That's true.
Most definitely.
Yeah. It makes sense. He's like a role model for the rodent community. True. All right, guys. It seems you guys are all nice and warmed up, so we're gonna start the game. Case 00. So I'm gonna take y'all off of the screen since you guys are gonna be playing the characters in the game for that full immersion effect.
Yes.
Okay, you were asking if I had chosen the characters for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Well, I sort of did. I got most of the characters. I know Shimo is gonna play our mysterious first character, and then another character later on in the story, and then you and Tim will have to choose between the following characters. one that wears like glasses and one with long hair. And
I mean, is that really a choice? As far as I know, I have long hair and Tim wears glasses. No,
It's true.
All right, perfect. Then yeah, we'll do each voice respectively. Okay, so this is Giga.
Hey, have you guys heard of the Cannibal boy?
So this is Shima.
What the fuck is this silly music?
I know.
Yeah, of course. It's the urban legend everyone's been talking about.
Jade, James, don't you remember why we're in Jade's room with this heavy textbook and counseling psychology? On counseling psychology.
I really don't.
Why was it again?
Because we need to study. We have the finals tomorrow, remember? You know how strict that professor can be. Do you want to fail the course?
Jade, I was only studying abroad for a year. Oh, it's like... Yeah.
How should I know? Oh, come on, Shimo. Tell us what's wrong. We promise we'll make fun of you together.
So anyway, have you heard about the Cannibal boy or not?
I have. But so what?
Oh. You know the recent multiple homicides in the area? According to a friend of a friend, all of these victims saw a certain boy. When a few days later, they were found dead in their rooms, their bodies and limbs gone, with were only heads left behind, with a horrifying grimace. Even creepier, they all had human bite marks on their necks. Do you know what that means? The head were ripped off by the Cannibal boy with his teeth.
Is a boy's bite really that strong?
Hey, Shimo, what's wrong with you? You never question the logic of an urban legend. Otherwise, it's not fun.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She was like, oh yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, I've heard about it. So?
Well, do you know about his past? What caused him to become a bloodthirsty man-eater?
Beats me. What? Are you going to do a case conceptualization? Or draw his genogram or something?
The heck is a genogram?
Christor once says, fun fact, the human bite is
Why
the
not?
most dangerous bit.
We get to hear an interesting urban legend and get a refresher on counseling psychology. Let James finish the story.
Crystal says, fun fact, the human bite is the most dangerous bite. What, just like out of all the animals in the kingdom? That is today's fun fact of the day.
We are
guys.
the apex predator, aren't we?
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't think our bite is what makes us the apex predator.
Yeah, that's true. Part 1, The Cannibal Boy.
The Cannibal Boy. Originally just an ordinary kid who lived happily with his dad, mom, and big sister. But one day, his mom cheated on his dad and left the family, leaving the dad to become an alcoholic, and everything changed. Whenever the dad was drunk, he did stuff to the bigger sister. The big sister resisted desperately at first, until the dad said, "If you won't play with me, I'll play with your little brother. You're his big sister, right? You decide what you want."
The little sister just stopped resisting and let the dad keep abusing her.
You wanted to be a martyr at such a young age, huh? How very admirable.
Well, that's what kids are like. Kids don't know who's responsible for the things that happen. That's why some end up believing that their mother left because they were a bad kid. The big sister was exactly that type. So even though the dad's abuse got worse and worse, and all her little brother did was cry, she shouldered it all.
How can a kid deal with that much abuse? Why wouldn't she run away?
You don't understand. When parents don't act like parents, kids, especially ones with younger siblings, will grow up and take on the role of parents. The big sister became mother for her brother and her dad. Besides the way the dad abused the big sister, it's hard to say who the parent was.
Yeah, like you've seen it.
After every assault, the dad would lie on top of the sister, crying his eyes out. "Mama, don't leave me. I hate you. Mama, I wish you'd go to hell."
I miss being a cat boy.
Yeah.
Taking a dark turn.
This some fucking dark shit. Okay.
This is why I did the riddles at the start, get you prepared mentally. To steal yourselves.
I was going in this like a fucking happy-go-lucky wipe. You just threw me for a loop. Damn.
Exactly.
Those kinds of villains are the worst. I bet there was something up with the dad's mama, the cannibal boy's grandmother, right?
If you keep speculating like that, the story will never end.
That's why forces of pure evil in anime and comics are proper villains. You don't have to consider their background stories or anything. You can just blame them.
Like Jade says, if the dad was a proper villain, the big sister would have had no problem blaming him. But sadly, he wasn't. And in addition to putting up with her dad's abuse, she had to comfort her little brother, who wasn't good for anything other than saying, "I'm sorry." "Don't worry, I'm fine." Fine? The sister swallowed back tears. For the whole family, tears boiled in her little body. How could she be fine? To make matters worse, even though the sister protected her little brother from physical abuse, he couldn't escape the mental abuse. Unfortunately for him, the little brother looked a lot like his mom. That's right, the mom who left with some other man.
He looked like his mom. Oof.
Do you want to get bullied for being a sissy? The dad prepared a lot of meat every meal and forced the brother to swallow it down. He wanted the brother to grow big and strong and not look so much like his mom. Even when the brother became scared of the sight of meal and threw up every he ate it, the dad was relentless, shoving big chunks of meat into his mouth every day. The more the dad abused him, the more he cowered. The more he cowered, the more the dad abused him. And like a curse, the dad's fears came true. The little brother really did get bullied for being a sissy, and his teachers turned a blind eye. His life became a living hell. That's when he started having hallucinations. He saw apparitions that no one else could see, and heard voices that no one else could hear. Finally, he came to the conclusion that evil spirits were to blame for everything. If they were really human, they wouldn't be me. Dad, my teachers, my classmates, they must all be possessed.
Well, then the kid became a Ghostbuster.
Ghostbusters.
Jeez, couldn't he have asked for help?
Who could have they asked? The useless teachers?
If you tell any of your teachers, I'll kill myself and your sister, you don't want to see your dad and big sister die, do you? I know you're a good boy. As you can tell, the dad's quite the character.
Jesus, he's such a drama queen.
I haven't even got to the dramatic part yet. Don't blow your load so early, man.
Look, this wasn't the dramatic part?
Oh god. It gets worse.
I'm scared.
I should have prepared mentally myself further, Zuji.
One day, the little brother came home, heavily footed as usual, and opened the door. From inside the house came the familiar smell of alcohol mixed with blood. A broken bottle, a bloody knife, the dad's face stabbed to a pulp, the sister with her wrist slashed open. The little brother didn't have to read the suicide note on her desk to realize what had happened.
Huh. So it was too much for the big sister after all. Or maybe I should say, I'm impressed that she lasted so long.
When he picked up the bloody suicide note on the table, though, what he saw was It's your fault. It's your fault, 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 it's your fault. And in that instant, something snapped inside of the little brother. My sister would never write that. She'd never write anything to hurt me. It must have been, that's right, an evil spirit. The little brother's brain rewrote what happened in order to protect himself. The voices he heard and the illusions he saw served to protect the little world he shaped with his sister. The evil spirit in Dad wanted to possess my sister, but she didn't want to hurt me and wanted to free Dad, so she killed him and herself. But they aren't the only ones possessed by evil spirits in this world. My teachers are, my classmates are, and so many more people. If I don't do something to free all the people who are possessed, won't my dad and sister have died in vain? There's a reason for all the suffering I had to endure. So it's my turn to exorcise all the evil spirits. But I can't just leave my dad and sister behind like this. Oh, I'll pack them up and take them with me.
Jesus.
Fuck does that mean? He's gonna come up in his stomach or something?
He's the cannibal boy.
He is.
Good thing Dad trained me to put lots and lots of meat
my
in
God.
my belly.
It's all adding up. It's all just adding up now.
My father prepared me for this. He knew.
But it will be a huge hassle for the police when they find the blood but can't figure out who the victims are. I've got to leave them the heads at least.
How very considerate.
So the cannibal boy packed up his dad and sister and set out on a journey to exorcise evil spirits. That's the cannibal boy's past. That's why only the heads of the victims are ever found. It's the last remaining shred of his consciousness.
James. Why is the story so different from the one I heard?
Huh? How does your version go?
When the cannibal boy was a little kid, his dad always locked him out on the balcony. He would knock on the window every night, begging his dad to let him in. Once you've heard the story, you have to tell someone who doesn't know it yet, or he'll come knocking on your window at night and beg you to let him in. As soon as you open the window, he'll bite your head off and eat your body.
Hold on a sec, Jade. So now that I've heard the story of the cannibal boy, I have to tell somebody who hasn't, or he'll come and eat me. Is that right?
Yeah. Is something wrong?
James, you wasted time telling me this story at the risk of failing the course. Don't tell me.
Yup, you got me. How can I worry about failing some stupid course when I might get eaten tonight?
Got his priorities set
good.
straight.
True.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay, I don't care in the slightest who the cannibal boy might be coming for the night. The real problem is that you fabricated too much of that story, James. Seriously. How could you possibly know what that did to the cannibal boy and his sister at home?
Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why Shimo's part is like really quick just then, it's not me. The game just since it's like a quick little thing that he says, it just kind of skips it on his own.
Right. Sure, people shouldn't question the logic of an urban legend. But you just made that stuff up. That's different.
It's more fun to sex it up, though. I dare you to disagree.
I do like sexing.
Yeah.
Always sex it up, chat.
What? Are you kidding me?
I think you're confused, my dear. Are you honestly seeking truth in an urban legend? They're practically made to be sexed up.
Okay.
The essence of an urban legend is in the blending of facts and lies. The Cannibal Boy's past may not have been the tragic, or it could have been even more tragic. He may not actually exist, or he might really come and eat Shimo tonight. That's what an urban legend is all about. That's the fun in knowing all the facts.
Okay, fine. As an urban legend, it's bound to have some lies mixed in with the truth. Nothing is certain. But there's one thing about your version that's definitely certain.
And what's that?
I don't know if the dad and big sister were really possessed by evil spirits, but I'm pretty sure that it's your fault. What? But I'm pretty sure that it's your fault came from the sister herself.
Yes, the note she left behind. It says it's your fault.
Yeah.
Oh? Why do you think that?
People who are too scared to stand up to bullies shift the blame onto people who are nicer than themselves. So, they bully nice people and cower from the bad people, which means everyone gets bullied by some bad person. That's not the work of an evil spirit. They're all just so-called nice people. What the fuck? Jade is way too woke.
Oh, anime intro! Chat!
Oh, dang!
Chat, let's go!
Hi! Hell yeah!
Case 00. That's right. We're doing it. I just want to.
I did not expect this.
You're not expected. No, this is exactly. I will be playing these two. You know what I just noticed? You remember how like Giga was saying, "Oh, okay, what kind of voice should I give him?" He's like cool and all this other stuff. He just ended up using his own voice. So I just want you. It fits perfectly. It fits perfectly.
Yes.
Yes, wow, indeed. Oh my god.
By the way, have you guys heard of doppelgangers? Boing, 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 boing.
Of course. It's a popular open legend.
We just talked about the Cannibal Boy, and now it's doppelgangers. What happened to studying? What about our finals?
Poor Shima, dude. Gonna fail his course and the only excuses as we were talking.
I like how it's already evening. Like we've been going on with this like for the whole day.
Yes.
Oh no.
Shimo, there's something I have to tell you. The earlier discussion enlightened me with a singular truth.
You're dying tonight.
What kind of truth?
Yeah, he's dead.
If we give up on finals, then it's winter break for us, starting now.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, he's ready to just pack it up. He's given up.
Oh, really? I'm going home.
Hold on. Let's just take an hour break. After that, I promise we'll study, okay?
All right. One last story.
We all go down together, bitch.
What the heck?
Damn.
Jesus King.
You realize I can hear you, right?
Anyways, a doppelganger, which literally means walking double, is basically the phenomenon where you or someone else witnesses your double. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Sure, who hasn't?
Okay. Then do you know what happens if you ever meet your doppelganger?
Your doppelganger kills you, right? Anything else?
If your doppelganger dies first, you'll die under similar circumstances.
Oh, so your dad meet either way.
Did you also know that doppelgangers aren't entirely fictional? I'm sure we've all come across something similar in our lives already. Know what I mean? Twins! In TV shows and comics, twins often find themselves in similar situations, right? Just like real doppelgangers. Who the fuck made up the word doppelganger? Stupid.
It's German.
It's gotta
Is
be
it?
German. It sounds like it is.
Yeah.
Wait, how does it translate? Like literally?
Doppel, the first one is double, and
Yeah.
Ganger is like walking. So it's a double walk. It's pretty much.
Oh, that's exactly what he said when he was explaining.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, that's today's German lesson.
This has been the German segment of the stream.
Exactly.
Hope you enjoyed.
This stream is educational, guys. I just want you guys to know that, all right?
Christ Tall once
This is
says
a
it is
science
German and
stream.
I'm surprised of how well he said it.
The main characters in my story are twins, a boy and a girl. Even though they were fraternal twins, they looked nearly identical, as if they were really doppelgangers.
Kristal said, it is German, and I'm surprised of how well he said it.
You mean Tim?
Yeah.
Like, Tim is German.
Tim is German.
Yeah, I think how well Geo said it. I like that too.
Yeah. Big surprise reveal, guys. yeah, but Tim is German, and
So I'm German, yeah.
Tim is German, and I
I
guess
can-
I'm
I can-
secretly German.
I can do stuff like
he
that.
is Latvian, and then Shimo is from Australia. Yep.
Yes. Land down under.
Yeah, that's why he's a rodent.
The little brother had feminine features, and the typical signs of puberty didn't show. If he had put on the same clothes as his twin, people would have definitely mistaken them for sisters. All too often, boys who look like girls end up getting bullied. But not in the little brother's case. His big sister was extremely protective. And if anyone was mean to her little brother, she was quick to bully that person back. An eye for an eye. That's how the twins operated. Under his sister's protection, the little brother never felt insecure about his femininity. But he became very dependent on his big sister. Meanwhile, the big sister always needed someone to rely on her to uphold her self-esteem, and she grew to be quite passive-aggressive. If her brother ever failed to notice something that she did for him, she would get overly frustrated and ignore him for days on end.
Women, am I right, chat?
Jeez.
I'm just kidding. No, don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, chat. I'm just a joke. It's a really bad joke.
Adorable, isn't she? Very. But regardless of all that, the twins were very close, almost as if it was only the two of them in their own little world. That is, until the big sister met. A certain handsome guy. He do be quite handsome. Very skinny though.
Oh yeah, he's kind of got like very skinny limbs.
It happened this past spring. Ooh, recent. Okay. The twins were both taking Intro to Philosophy at the time. One day, they were discussing animal rights in class, and the professor asked whether it was okay for people to eat cats and dogs.
Is that professor a moron or something? What's there to think about? You eat an adorable fur baby today, you might as well eat a baby tomorrow.
Could you just let me finish my story, please?
Sorry, I just really love animals.
Some love them enough to eat them. There was this handsome guy who usually sat in the corner and rarely talked. Typical main character, okay? But that day he raised his hand and spoke.
So we can eat chickens, pigs, and cattle, but not cats or dogs? That seems awfully inconsistent to me.
Hearing this argument, the little brother had a response.
People don't love things equally. That's just human nature. I think that kind of inconsistency is excusable. I don't normally eat animal meat, but that's just a personal choice.
Wait, hold on. What does it mean? I don't normally eat animal meat. What other meat is there?
I don't know.
Is this another cannibal boy?
I don't normally eat animal meat, but that's just a personal choice. If a dog or a cat lover still chooses to eat other kinds of meat, I don't think that's any less consistent than my preferences.
The two went at it, and sport was split in the class. Class ended, pure war broke out. The professor praised both for their well-constructed argument. The big sister supported her brother's argument. But she was also impressed by the handsome guy's logical persuasiveness and the articulate way he talked. What's the matter, Shimo? It looks like you were about to say something. What is it?
You're talking about Gretel and Hans, aren't you?
Greta and Hans? Who are they?
James, you really are something. Do you really not remember them? They were in our year, and you had classes with them.
They majored in psychology as well. Gretel and Jade in particular were very close, but half a year ago, the two of them disappeared.
What? Seriously?
Nani?
Jade, I thought Greta was your friend. Isn't it a little mean to gossip about your friend's disappearance?
Look at how sincere my eyes are. The ones you never see. Are these the eyes of someone who gossips like that?
How should I know? I'm not a telepath. I can't read your mind.
And you can't see my eyes. Precisely, because Great and I were so close, it makes sense that I want to figure out what really happened. Is that right, James?
I guess.
What's going on here? Even if she really knows the truth, why would she want to talk about it now? What is Jade thinking? Wait, she?
Huh? She?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yo.
my god, Giga, you're a woman.
Big surprise reveal. Giga's a woman.
Fuck no, I'm not even attempting a female voice.
No, keep going with your normal voice.
As time went on, Hans and the handsome guy clashed in heated debates over all kinds of issues. They became rivals and best friends. When the student association planned a big event, Hans formed a group with Great and the handsome guy. And then Great invited me, so the four of us ended working together. That was really fun, but also super exhausting. After a successful event, Great suggested to go on an amusement park after classes on Friday to celebrate. However, our professor suddenly decided that Hans and I were in charge of the next presentation. We needed the time to prepare, so only Great and the handsome guy made it to the amusement park. And that's where something magical happened. As soon as the two of them arrived at the park, it started drizzling romantically. They both had umbrellas, but they acted like they didn't and huddled under the handsome guy's umbrella together. They were suddenly so close.
She just said she didn't go? How does she know all this?
I just know, okay? Don't interrupt me.
Wait, what?
They stayed at the amusement park until it was dark. When they finally left, there was an amazing night view all around them. It was incredible. On a whim, Great pulled out her phone and played her favorite song, Don't Fall for My BFF.
Oh my god. Wait, we need to write that song.
The handsome guy said, "Wow, I love this song too." And I had a great time talking about music. They walked through the evening, humming songs together. They got so close that the backs of their hands accidentally touched. And then, they were holding hands.
Sheesh.
Don't read too much into this, but are you interested in anyone at the moment?
And there are two I think I might have feelings for.
Really? Me too.
Is one of them here with you right now?
Yes, it's you.
Damn, straight to the point. I like that.
True. That was quick. Has it always been this easy?
Wait, that's all I had to do?
Wait,
That was the moment.
Nyala says, can I join and be the girl? Yes, Nyala, you
Oh,
can
hell.
okay, join. Be the girl.
But I will keep my girl status.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Can't take that away from him.
Yeah,
Still
that's true.
invested now.
That was the moment they confirmed they had feelings for each other. But feelings is such a vague word. Great didn't realize she had an actual crush on the handsome guy until the day she invited him and me to a movie. A movie that Hans had recommended.
Oh, poor Giga, third wheeling.
Oh yeah, the movie was so good.
It was, especially when the girl finds out that the guy she secretly loves is into her best friend. That was pretty heartbreaking.
She would have spoiled it. I can't watch it. Huh? So, you've both seen the movie already?
Oh well.
I just happened to see it with a friend.
Oh, I see.
Great recalled the handsome guy saying that there were two people he had feelings for. One was Great, and the other must be the one he went to the movie with. Thinking about it threw Great to a jealous fit. That's when she realized that she'd fallen in love with the handsome guy. From that moment on, she couldn't get her head out of the clouds. Great herself thought a 20-year-old shouldn't act so love-stricken. But what could she do? She was totally obsessed. Great went on several dates with the handsome guy, and it was always romantic. She fell more and more in love. Then finally, she decided to confess her feelings.
Right. I think we should just be friends.
I see. You've fallen for the other person then?
Sorry. I should have realized how I felt sooner.
Oh shit. No, it's not your fault. Could you tell me who it is?
I can't say exactly, but it's someone close to you.